Don't talk to strangers. Did you grow up under the shadow of this mantra? I guess we all did. For generations, this rule has been the mainstay of parenting. Children are taught to not talk to strangers, to not open the door if they're home alone, and not give out information to unknown callers. Most parents also monitor where their children go, who they play with, what they share about themselves, what TV shows they watch, and what kind of books they're exposed to. But is the same level of supervision provided to a child's online experience? I say this because the internet too can be a dangerous neighborhood. From online predators to cyber scams, from phishing to cyberbullying, from identity theft to financial fraud, there are a variety of dangers lurking online. The question is, are you doing enough to keep your child safe there? Are you doing enough to tackle this stranger danger online? Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma. Children are the most active internet users today. According to the UNICEF, 1 in 3 children is an internet user and 1 in 3 internet users is a child. In the United States, 95% of children aged 3 to 18 years old have internet access at home, either through a computer or a smartphone. In India, 66 million children aged 5 to 11 years have access to the internet. They account for 15% of India's active internet users. Globally, this figure rounds up to 33%. So 33% of the world's children have internet access at home. They're using it for school reports, for communicating with friends, playing interactive games, building their influence, or simply killing time. Children are online. But internet access comes with risks, threats that are growing by the day. I'll give you the example of Discord. It's a wacky chat for gamers app. It currently has 150 million monthly active users. Most of them are kids. They use it to play games, also to connect with fellow gamers. Sometimes they end up connecting with online predators in the guise of gamers. In 2018, a mother in Virginia had to shoot a 25-year-old man who tried to break into their home to meet her 14-year-old daughter. The two had met on Discord. Then in 2019, 6 men and 1 woman were arrested in St. Pete, Florida. They were accused of sexually exploiting 2 teens whom they had met on Discord. And last November, the app shut down 500 members for disseminating nude pictures of women and girls. This is just one app. There are others like it. And there's no single reason as to why this type of abuse happens on Discord. The same way as there's no one answer as to why hacking takes place on Twitter. It all comes down to lack of rule enforcement, both from the platform and from parents. Parents cannot assume that their child will be protected by the regulation and supervision provided by online services. Most social media sites happen to be completely unsupervised. Most chat rooms are filled with fake profiles. A lot of accounts are created to mislead or blackmail. I have some more figures to show you. Around 37% of teens between the ages of 13 and 17 have been bullied online. 30% of them claim that they've been bullied more than once. Girls are more likely to experience cyberbullying than boys. 15% of teen girls have been the target of abusive online behavior compared with 6% of boys. Instagram is where most of them experience cyberbullying. 42% of respondents say that they were harassed on this platform. What do these figures tell you? That social media platforms need to do more to monitor online abuse. Parents need to do more to monitor their child's activities. Yes, children have the freedom to manage their own online presence, but as parents, we have the duty to teach them how to be good digital citizens, just like we do it for them offline. All kids make poor decisions at times, and that's a big part of childhood. Learning and growing from your mistakes, we've all done that. But the internet makes it harder to do because online conduct is permanent. It can be buried at times, but it cannot be erased. It may even come back to haunt your child in the future. I have some more figures for you. About 90% of employers go through the history of their potential employees' social media profile. And nearly 79% of businesses have rejected a job candidate based on the contents of their profile. Now, what does all of this tell you? That the actions of your child today can hurt their chances in the future. In 5 or 10 years, she won't be the same person she is today, but a potential employer or university who goes through her online actions could judge her for what she did or said as a child. So it's of utmost importance that we monitor our child's online activity. I'm not asking you to cyber snoop on them or browse through their history or read the chats of their emails, monitor their text messages, use a tracking device on them. That would be ethically wrong and perhaps an admission of parental failure. What needs to be done instead is to monitor a child's activity through meaningful actions and dialogue. How do you do this? 1. Limiting the amount of time a child spends online, restricted to certain days of the week or certain hours of the day. 2. Teaching a child to never give out any personal information to a stranger, like school address, parent's name, passwords or card details if they have access to these. 3. Teaching a child to never agree to meeting someone they've met online. Remind them that not everyone they meet online is real. 4. Making use of parental control features offered by online services. Restrict a child's access to inappropriate websites or groups. 5. Teaching them to use the same courtesies in communication online as they're expected to offline, like no name calling or using vulgar or profane language. 6. Insisting that they follow the same guidelines on any computer they have access to, such as those at school, libraries, or a friend's home. And 7. Experience what your child is doing yourself. Test apps. Play the games before your kid uses them, or with them if possible. View and explore platforms that they have signed up for. Watch what they watch, so you can talk about how they're perceiving things. These are just a few simple steps. At the end of the day, you know your child best, and you're the best judge of what she can handle. No expert can say exactly what you should or shouldn't do. Each child is different, each situation is different, but what we all know is that it's always best if your child brings her problems to you. So the first step in keeping your child safe online is to make sure that your connection with your child is strong.